Hi everyone, I'm Ravi Handa and welcome to Desi Fire podcast. Today I wanted to talk to you about what has happened in Quant Mutual Fund and as an investor, what should you do considering what all that has happened. So to give you an idea of what has happened over the past few weeks, in late June, I believe around June 24th or June 25th, SEBI raided offices of Quant Mutual Fund in Mumbai and in Hyderabad. And they did that because there is a suspicion of front running. And the amount is supposed to be around 20 odd crores. So SEBI doesn't take action just like that, and it's not that they have just asked for some records. They have seized mobile phones and laptops, and so it's a pretty serious action. There are a few things that have happened which tend to spook investors. One of them has been that the CFO has resigned. But there is no such connection between them because the CFO resigned much before the raids happened. And the new CFO who has joined in place of the previous CFO is also very, very well qualified. He comes from PPFAS and he comes with a great background. So there are no concerns there, so to say. There is a slight amount of concern because people don't really know what front running is and how much of an impact it has. And people tend to be afraid of things that they don't understand. So just to give you a very brief idea of what front running is, essentially when a mutual fund places an order to buy a particular stock, it goes through various people, and somewhere in that chain that information can get leaked and someone else can potentially buy those shares before the mutual fund does. So just before it is happening in front of the big mutual fund transaction, that's why it's called front running, and people can make a little bit of money based upon this. Is it that much of a concern for investors? Will they end up losing huge amounts of money? No, they don't. Yes, there is a slight disadvantage which is there, but it is not something that is going to have a material impact on the returns of your fund. But it is an ethical problem. It is illegal, and that's why SEBI is taking action on it. So saying that it is not a problem would be wrong as well, because it's definitely illegal. It's definitely a problem. To an investor, the impact is not going to be significant enough to be bothered about it. In this particular case, it was around 20 odd crores, and this is not a unique thing which has happened. The same thing or something similar happened with Aditya Birla mutual funds as well. But in that case, I don't think anyone from the company was involved, so it didn't gain that much traction, and that happened this year. April 2024 is when SEBI has imposed a penalty of 3 crore odd rupees on the people who were involved in that. A very similar thing of front running happened with Axis Mutual Fund. There, a senior guy from the Axis team was involved. But even then, that didn't really have any impact on the returns for the end user, or a significant impact. These things have a minor, very minor sort of an impact. So it's not that it's something unique which has happened, or this gives you a big enough reason to withdraw your money. It's problematic, but I don't think the problem is so huge that you should take any sort of drastic action. If you look at purely in terms of numbers, the assets under management in the last 20-25 odd days since this news has come out for Quant has grown. I think at that point of time when it broke, it was a little under 90,000 crores, and now it's a little above 90,000 odd crores. Yes, the market swings also have had an impact on that. But the point is that there haven't been significant enough redemptions that you need to worry about any of it. And if you are investing in a mutual fund based on some reason, I don't really know why people would have picked Quant Mutual Funds, but whatever reasons you picked that fund for, those reasons are still very valid. If you believed in this fund to put your money in it in April, you should continue to do that in July as well. There is no fundamental change or there is no fundamental shift that has happened because of which you should stop investing in quant mutual funds. Yes, there is a problem. Yes, SEBI would investigate, probably find something, they'll penalize someone, they might remove someone from their job at the quant mutual fund. I don't know what can happen or what will happen. But for the investors, I don't really think that there is so much of a concern that you actually get, fearful and take your money out. Just ride it out. It does not make that much of a difference. And it's the most important thing is that it is not something which has happened for the first time to Quant. It has happened with Aditya Birla's case came out in April 2024 this year is when the penalty was imposed. For Axis, it happened a couple of years ago. It has even happened for HDFC as a mutual fund. So, HDFC mutual fund is one of the biggest mutual funds in the country. Even they had a case and even they had to pay a fine or a penalty because of similar front running issues. It was a few years ago. But this sort of stuff happens. You do not deviate from your investment plan based on issues like this. That's all that I wanted to say about it. I hope you listen to me, and even if you don't listen to me, at least you read up a little bit more on this topic. Maybe think for at least 30 minutes, find out what has actually happened before blindly pressing the redeem button because you saw a tweet that, oh, something happened in Quant and you need to take your money out. Please do not take any drastic decisions. I don't think you need to do anything specific, but let's say even if you are doing something, I would sincerely request you to please put in half an hour of thought before you do it. That's pretty much it for today. I hope you will like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.